Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Kaitlin Lafreniere, and today I'm here to tell you why I should be a part of the Wine Sales Development Program here at the Mark Anthony Group. So, starting off, I just want to provide a little overview about what I'd be talking about today. So, starting off, a little bit about myself with my education, my favorite trip, as well as some teamwork experience that I've had in the past, followed by, of course, why I'm excited to work in the wine industry and in a guest facing role. Also offer a sales pitch as to why any retailer would be lucky to sell diabolical wine. And then I'd conclude it with, of course, why I am the best candidate for the wine sales development program. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right. So with my educational experience, I'm in my final semester of my international business strategy degree from the University of Calgary. And I chose the University of Calgary for two reasons. First, of course, it's close to my hometown, which was really important for me when deciding what university to go to. I wanted to go to a school that was close to home, but still provided me the independence of being alone, just because it is a hard transition period, but it's nice to escape. Second, of course, it is a top Canadian research institution, placing top 5 in Canada for research. And I've really felt the effects of that as I've gotten a in-depth and well-rounded education. As part of that, it's well respected in Alberta as a province, as well as just in the city of Calgary, because we work closely with many stakeholders, especially in the oil and gas sector, to really invest in students. And I feel that effect on me as I've really gotten the best education I could possibly imagine. As for my program, I started out as an accountant major, and really, it wasn't for me. I didn't want to work forever in a static industry where things don't often change. So I moved into international business due to my passion for learning about different cultures, and I honestly never looked back. Got to work on so many amazing different projects, including one last winter. I got to work in a global virtual team on a cross-cultural consulting project, and we even actually won out of 1,000 teams. So that was an amazing opportunity. And from there, I even have the opportunity now to coach and teach people how to work in international teams and the challenges, of course, that come along with that. All right, that actually moves into my favorite team because as a business student and a student who has worked in global virtual teams, I've worked with a lot of teams, whether they be really good and some not so great. But the best team I've ever had was actually a team I'm in now. It is my international consulting class. I'm working with an amazing team, such diverse interests and passions, and we are working for a mocktail company trying to expand into the US. And what has made this team so amazing is that we are all motivated to work towards the same unified goal. We all want the best outcome for our clients, so we all put in 110%. We're also really trusting of each other and open to communication. Any feedback, we know there's no personal feelings involved. We just want the best for the team and we put that first. And that is what makes that team so amazing. And now I can take that knowledge moving forward and apply it to any other team. So that's been amazing. All right, a little bit more fun here. I wanted to talk about my favorite trip. So my favorite trip I've ever been on is my trip to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico last April. I went down with my partner and we fully immersed ourselves in the culture. We went on wine tastings, we went to tequila tastings, we went diving. We even went to a local night art market where I even have a piece of art that I get to hang in my home now. And that was just so amazing. I learned so much about the different art styles and about the culture's foods, and I would love to go back and do it again. I'm so excited to even just go to a different part of Mexico and experience the different cultures and the different aspects that happen for culture. All right, so now moving into the logistics here, starting off with my passion for wine and why I want a career in the industry. Well, to be honest, it might be partially due to being a university student and needing a way to relax. But in all reality, my partner's passion has actually become my own passion. My partner is a bartender for a steakhouse downtown, and he's memorized over 400 different wines and often brings home different bottles that he's picked up at the store so we can taste them together. And he teaches me all about the tannin structures, how the grapes impact the color and smoothness and the maceration rates. And that is so interesting to me. I never realized how complex the process for wine production was, and I want to take that knowledge further and build a career in it. Beyond that, I really see how wine builds connections. I see that Anytime we go to a restaurant, there's people sharing wine, or even a business dinner, people are having wine, and it really builds relationships, taking people from the level of an acquaintance to a long-lasting friend. So that's been amazing, and I'm so excited to work in an industry with so many different amazing people. I'm also excited for the guest-facing aspect of it. I'm looking forward to meeting so many new people and sharing this passion that I have gained with them, and I'm just as excited to learn from them as they is for me. Because I know that the Okanagan Valley is a very big tourist destination in the summer, I know there's going to be so many different people with so many different experiences, and they can even share theirs with me, whether it's wine customs or just their favorite local bottle. I'm ready to listen and I'm ready to learn from them too. And that actually moves into my last point about exceptional customer service and what it means to me. Exceptional customer service is all about understanding the needs of customers, adapting to their needs, and learning from them. And I have a great example of that. So currently, I'm a banquet captain and a server for a historical village here in Calgary. And what that means is we do many different types of events, whether it's a wedding, whether it's a company holiday party, whatever it may be, we do. And one event that always sticks with me is the celebration of life I did for this one client. It was just a small one. It was me and one other guest, and we understood that it is a very sensitive time. So we understood where we needed to interject ourselves, where we needed to pull back, and maybe even estimating, you know what, they might want this. Let's get it ready for them just in case. And they were so happy with that. They were so happy we were able to anticipate their needs, adapt to what they wanted, and even just kind of learn from their body actions of what was working well and maybe what we needed to change. And it went so well that they even messaged my manager as well as the head of food services to praise that. And I'm so thankful for them because they've taught me so much about how to work with clients in a new way. All right. And now with that, I just wanted to move into the sales pitch here. Okay. So I've actually tried diabolical wine and I think it's quite tasty. So I know exactly what I would say if I was trying to sell it to a retailer. And without further ado, I want to provide a little example of what I would say. So, good afternoon. My name is Kaitlin Lafreniere, and I'm with the Mark Anthony Group, and I notice you don't have diabolical wine on your shelves. Well, let me set the stage for why I think that should change. In such a stressful and unpredictable era, what your customers need after a long week is a glass of wine that transports them into their own paradise. Whether that be a forbidden land from the subtle yet playful smooth blend from the diabolical wicked red, a stroll through a peach grove in the humid summer from a smooth refreshing sip of the diabolical reincarnation white. Or maybe even a romantic night with the one they love most while they sip on flavors of plum and vanilla from the reincarnation red. Whatever that paradise may be, Diabolica is a local Canadian brand that offers all the right flavors and all the right wines just for the occasion. So far, consumers think the same thing. One person even reviewed the wine and said they described it as a blend of flavor that explodes juice in your mouth, having yet bold yet approachable flavor. Diabolica is loved by consumers and a top seller amongst retailers like Wine and Beyond. So why not take your store to the next level and try Diabolica wine? Thank you very much for that. And I just wanted to move into my last portion here. So, what makes me the best candidate for the wine sales development program here at Mark Anthony Group? Well, I have a few different reasons. First, I love to learn. I'm a passionate learner. Being a new grad, I'm always open to new experiences and learning. I want to immerse myself in the wine industry and learn even more about the production process and sales process than I have before. And I know I'm going to be able to develop myself in new ways, whether it's learning about customer service, like I said, the wine production process, or even the distribution process. I want to learn about it. I want to be fully immersed in all of it. Second, I'm a team player and I believe in the success of the team over the individual. I will work so hard in any team I am put in. I'm willing to take any role, whether that be fall into a leadership position where need be, or take a step back and support the leader where possible. I want the success of the team to outweigh my individual success. Third, I have experience working with professional clientele, whether it's in my part-time job or even in my education. I've worked with professional clientele and I understand how to engage with them in a personal and professional manner at the same time. As part of this, like I said, I worked for a mocktail company. Even though it's not the same, it is a related industry, and I understand the trends of that industry quite well, so I can see how they will correlate, and I can take my learnings and apply them here. Lastly, and most importantly, what you invest in me I will invest back tenfold. I want a long-lasting career in the wine industry, and I think the Mark Anthony Group is a great place for me and a perfect fit for me. And with that, I've actually concluded my presentation. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm so excited to hear from you soon.